Masters Vessel Classical Academy, Primary Section. On the roll.
Wonderful children at home. My name is Mrs. Nwaigwe Elizabeth. You are a quantitative reasoning teacher. And the class I'm to teach now is primary 5 and 6. The topic for this quantitative reasoning lesson is finding the missing numbers using multiplication and division. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to 1. Recognize the correct way of finding the missing numbers. 2. Fill in the boxes provided with the correct answers. Children, you've learned multiplication of whole numbers. Now, answer these questions. 9 times 6. Okay, Chupu? Very good. You answered well. 7 times 6. Emmanuel? Excellent. Now, I said that the topic says finding the missing numbers using multiplication and division. When you are faced with problem in quantitative reasoning, there are certain steps you have to take. You know that quantitative is abstract from the real mathematics. It involves making use of your senses, intellect, reasoning very well. And for that reason, there are certain steps you have to take the moment you are given any problem to solve in quantitative reasoning. These steps are, number 1, you have to introduce letters. The moment the problem is given to you, study the problem. After studying the problem, you now introduce letters. Number 2, after studying the letters, you have to operate on the letters. What does this mean? After saying A, B, C, D, then you have to say A times B equals to C, and so on and so forth. Having done that, the next step is for you to substitute or replace the letters using figures. Do you get what I have said? Take it again. I said that to solve problems on quantitative reasoning, there are certain steps you should take. One of the steps is that you should introduce letters. After introducing the letters, the next step is for you to operate on the letters given to you. Number 3, after operating on the letters, you substitute. To substitute means to replace. You replace the letters with figures or numbers. So let's take an example. Let's take example. Yeah. So having known this, let's take a work example. Let's do some examples that will lead us to get some numbers that are missing. These are the numbers given to us based on the steps given to you. Let's apply those steps to this particular diagram on the board, this particular figure on the board. Remember that I said the first thing you have to do is to introduce letters. Now let's introduce letters. This is the figure. Introduce your letters. A, B, C, D, E. Watch the figure. Look at the numbers. Then look at the alphabets, which you need to use to substitute the numbers or replace these numbers. Now, I say that the next thing is for you to operate on these letters. Now, let's operate on these letters. Operating on the letters. Now you have to say A times B, that is this, times this, will give you this. That is what these lines are all about. Draw this line. It means this here, from here to here. From here, this one goes to this side. So A plus B will give us C, that is this, times this, will give us this. Two. Then C, this one, C times D will give us this. 2C times D equals to E. This number. This number multiplies this. We give you this. Then C divided by A. That is this one. If you use this to divide this, you will get this. C, number 3. C divided by A. C divided by A equals to B. Equals to B. Are you following? E divided by C equals to D. Number 4. Number 5. Number 5. C divided by B. C divided by B equals to A. So having reached at this point, you can be able to manipulate the figures or substitute the figures with the letters. Then let's substitute. Let us replace the numbers, the letters with numbers. Placing let's replace the letters with the numbers, or let's substitute letters with the numbers. Here you have A, B, C, D, and E. E. Now let's replace. These letters with the numbers. The first number is what? Emeka? The first number is 5. So 5 is to A. You write 5 under A. Where do we put number 3? Ogechi. Okay. At B, under B. What of C? Good luck. He said 15. C is for 15, is to 15. D. What is D? Clara. Okay, D is 2. E. What's the letter for E? What do you substitute for E? Very good, 30. 30. We have been able to substitute the letters with the numbers. Now let us solve this problem based on all these steps we have already taken. I hope you are following. If you are not following, ask a question. Let's go. Okay. For us to find this 15, follow this arrow. Follow this line. Use it to multiply this to give you this. Get 15. Let's see. We said that A times B equals to C, isn't it? So A. Now let us try the value of A. Solution. Using A times B equals to C. Now let's continue. So A is equal to what? Goodness. Good, 5. B is equals to what? Correct. Then we are looking for what? C. Remember that we are looking for C. So C equals to what? C now will give us A times B. And this will give us 5 times 3 equals to 15. This is how to get this number here, 15. Any question? Are you following? Very good. So remember that we have gotten 15 by using A times B. And after using the formula, we now use the formula to find A times B. And the answer is 15. Now let's look for this. Let's look for E. Let's find E. Find number 2. Find E. Or find how to get 30. Solution using what formula should we use? Glory. Okay. She said I will use D times C times D equals to E. So using C times D equals to E. So when we replace these numbers with figures, we'll be able to get these values. If C, what's the value of C? Good, the value of C is 15. What's the value of D? The value of D is 2. Very good. Okay. So E equals to what? So E will be equals to C times D. Now let's substitute. Let's replace this formula with these numbers. So this will give us 15 times 2. So let's go. 2 times 5. Correct. 10. We write what? Good. We write 0. Carry 1. Put this 1 to here. 2 times 1. Okay. 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1. Good. Fair. Have we seen that we have gotten 30? Okay. Now let's find the rest of the numbers. Let us look for the rest of the numbers. We have been able to get 15 and 30. Now let us look for how to get 5, which is A, 2, which is B, and 2, which is D. Okay, number 3. Find B. Let's look for B. Find B. Or find 3. How did we get 3 here? Okay, solution. Solution, to get 3, you use okay, for us to get 3, we say A, we say C divided by A, using C divided by A. That will give us 3, and that will give us B. Okay, let's continue. So, C. This is B, and not 3. What is the value of B? The value of C, sorry, what is the value of C? The value of C is 15. And what's the value of B? The value of B is 3. B equals to 3. Then, divide C by B. So, let's go. That is 15 divided by 3, which is B. 3 divide itself. 1. 15 divided by 5. Emeka. Good. Sorry, 15 divided by 3. Emeka. Good. The answer is 5. Have we seen that? So A is equals to 5. We have seen that we are able to get 5 by substituting the letters with the figures, and that has given us 5, which is the value of A. So we have gotten A, we have gotten B, and we have also gotten D. So let's look for D and C. Let's look for how to get D. Find D or 2. Solution. Using using E divided by C equals to D. Now let us substitute the letters. What is E here? Neka. Good. E is 30. E equals to 30. E equals to 30. C equals to 15. D equals to what? So D equals to 30 divided by 15. Let's go. 15 divide itself. Nana. Good. 1. 30 divided by 15. Correct. 2. So, D is what? The value of D is what? D is equals to 2. D is equals to 2. So what number is remaining? I hope you have been able to find all the numbers. Where? Okay. Children, having learned the steps involved in solving problems in quantitative reasoning, and having been able to learn all the steps and apply them in solving problems, in finding all the figures here, that will be the end of this quantitative reasoning lesson. Children, this is the time when you will take your assignment. Copy the assignment and make sure you solve them correctly to get the correct answers. So children, these are your assignments. Number 1. Here is 7. 7, 49, box. And 98. Number 2, you have 3 here. You have 7, you have 21, you have 4. Box. Write what should be in the box. Number 3, this is a box. This is 8, 5, 16, 80. Find the box. Number 4, 9, 4, 1, box. Look for the box. Number 5, 5, box. 2, 30, 60. Look for the box. Good children, thank you for listening to this wonderful lesson. Goodbye.